Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to another adventure. It is December 9th. We're back out here on the public land again, and we're same idea as our last trip. We're gonna carry our CVA muzzleloader and our 22, and hopefully we're gonna find us something today. Stay tuned. Alright, so first order of business is getting my muzzleloader all ready to go. Last time I was out here, I was getting out of the truck and getting ready. Then I had one pretty good sized doe walk up behind me. So you always gotta be vigilant. Today I'm using some 100 grains of 777 powder. A little shake to make sure they go all the way down. Green tip corlocks, 295 grains. This is a CVA Wolf 50 caliber. Little bush rod. Crank that out. Extends. You'll feel it pop when it hits the bottom. Make sure it's screwed down good and tight. An Old Faithful inspired by a 209 shotgun primer. Safe and ready to go. That was unintentional. Or was that the dinger gong ringing? Come to dinner. Ding ding. guess they're full. I only took one out of you. What we'll do. Alright, friends. It's almost time to get out there and get my oranges on. Alright, friends, let's get started. Hopefully we'll find us a deer first. I know I hit it with that first shot. That time I got it. That time we got him. Oh, I know I hit that sucker square that time. And go collect this. You landed right over here. Oh, look at that. I got one. There he is. Alright. Number one's recovered. First squirrel of the day. Any luck, I'll walk up on a deer. Lots of mushrooms. where they are. We can come back for them. I don't directly know where that little bugger is, but he's screaming at me. There's a lot of them out this morning. That's one of my most favorite sounds in the world. Hound dogs in the background. Squirrels. All we need now is a good old deer. Whoever's running your beagles this morning, I hear, good luck. Y'all have had a wonderful race going on. Sounds like it's starting to rain. Fast as them old dogs turn on, they turn on. Ooh, well, yeah, I'm gonna put my phone away. It's starting to rain. We'll come back if we get something. Y'all ain't gonna believe this. I just got a deer. Friends, oh friends, we finally got one. We got meat on the ground. Yes, Motter's Adventures has got one. Happy me with my CVA. Oh, we've been dragging her a long ways, but it's so worth it. Look at the size of that deer. Dressing out my deer I got this morning, and boy, am I grateful to get her. We got some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful meat on this deer. She's a great big doe, about 3 years old, maybe 3.5. And well, this is the process of what we're going to do. What you're going to do is you're going to fill out the center line of where the solar plex and all the muscles join together. Right through here, as you see, there's this real defining line. And see, when you're going in, you don't want to penetrate any of the guts. You don't want to penetrate any of the real vital organs, because they'll get real messy on you. So you got to be very careful. That's where knives like this come very, very handy, like this ugly stick. You see how it's got this little appendage on the top. This is for when you're doing your gutting process, after you put it in and you get to feeling it out. Now, if you're a real good knifesman, all you gotta do is hold that knife like that right there and just zip her open. So without any further ado, I'm gonna show you me a little patch right here. Look at how sharp that knife is, folks. This is the Ugly Sticks Outdoorsman, and this is a bad, bad knife right here. That's very, 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 very sharp. This is just something I do. You don't have to do this. This is just a personal preference, but I like my initial cuts to be clean. I do this on my squirrels as well, but mostly actually with the squirrels, I'll take them and I'll chop them at the head, and I'll chop off their tail, and I'll chop off all their feet, and then I'll make one incision down the back and I'll slide it open. It's real simple, very effective, doesn't even get hair in the process. If it is, you just wash it off in the creek or wherever you are. I'm gonna make our primary cut right here. See how I'm cutting real, real light. Get that hair cleaned off my blade real quick. See, I don't want to try to get none of that in there. So, see how it's starting to open up? You see them colorful stuffs right there? That colorful stuff is her intestines. Right there, see them? And you do not want to puncture that. You will ruin your meat. Alright. Now I'm down to the blood-skin barrier. Place my finger in there, and then I'll feel what feels like spaghetti. That's the best way I can explain it. And I'm going to take it, I'm going to roll it around just a little bit like so. See how I'm turning my finger underneath of her? I'm making a cavity for my knife to penetrate through this. Now, this part is where the gut hook comes in handy, but you have to be very, very careful. But I'm not going to use it because it's just not me. I'm going to take it and I'm going to guide my finger just ever so slightly, just like this. As you see how she's opening up right there, you see that shred of meat? Look how nice and pretty clean that is. And if you do this right, you won't get not a nary bit of blood on you. And I haven't even bled out this deer yet. See how I'm just slowly rolling my finger up towards the diaphragm. Right in here is where the base of the diaphragm starts. Now you see this? This is her fat storage for the winter. This is what'll keep her going when there's no food left. And put my hand up under there, and I'm gonna continue slowly gradually up there. Now you can rip it forward if you want, but it's all up to you. Now I'm to the base of the chest line now, where your briskets and all your good rib meat starts. See, this is the diaphragm, the base of it. This is what allows your lungs to work. This section right here. I'm gonna make a real light cut up into it. Now there's the base of the ribs. You see, it wasn't much room, wasn't travel-wise. Now I'm gonna take in through here, and I mentioned, let's see here, this is the stomach. Let's see if we find her kidney, see what kind of health she's in. She's had a very good dinner, and I don't want to rip that stomach. Here be, yeah, look at that big, pretty liver, y'all. You see that right there real good, buddy? That right there is some good eating. But I'm not going to separate this quite yet. What I'm after is the diaphragm right here. As I showed you, the outer wall of it that surrounds and coats the organs. Holds it like a sack. Now this part is where it's going to get bloody. So what I do is I'll follow in. If you can see my hand right there. You see how there's a barrier here. I'm going to go right through that barrier ever so slightly. Now if you do this right, this is actually a very tasty, very tender cut of meat. This diaphragm right here is. Now if you can open fire braise this piece of meat right here and make very tasty bacon-like substance. Now, what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to slowly cut around the edges of her chest cavity so that I don't oscillate that piece of meat too bad. Because that is very good eating. There's not one part of a deer that's not useful, or any creature out there in the wild to eat. Now we're getting into where the blood is, where I shot her. This is in her chest cavity. Alright, now there's a little bit of blood in here from where I shot her. I was using my CVA Muzzleloader as I got them few short clips to show for the video before this method. Alright. I'm going to start tearing the tendons from the body so that I can get up towards her throat and reach towards the esophagus. And if we're lucky, excuse me. Oh, I got her good. I obliterated her heart. She wasn't going to last long. There's no way to do this part right here without getting bloody because of the shot that I made. When you break the heart, it causes the body to basically drown itself. Same thing with human anatomy. This may be hard for some people to watch. So, mind your people who are around you. This is look at her pretty little guts. I'm going to roll it all forward like so I can find the base top of her hips. And what you're going to do is follow that line down like that right there. Now most people think you need a saw to split the hips, and you don't. All creatures have a joint, how to say, like a cartilage, right? As you see, if I hit it just right with that knife, I'm breaking it. So I'm going to find that center point. I'm going to start to break. I'm going to switch sides so I can do this a little better. because you don't want to puncture the anus. Where are you at? Look at that pretty red meat right there. We'll just shim it off the bone. This top ridge right here is what we're after. Some of it is very hard to cut. Oh, I forgot a crucial part. We gotta cut the butthole out. Whoopsie daisies. As you see, I didn't split the hips. I changed my mind. We're just gonna pull it from the other way. And fully detach the membrane. There we go. Just like that, the anus is out. Huh? What? What?
You said anus.
Oh, I said anus.
Alright. Pull all that out and throw it in our bucket.
Yep. I'm dislodging a lot of the fats. These little white sacs you see here, this is fat cells.
And intestines. And liver and lungs.
Yep.
Stomach. And pancreas and
Come on, keep listing them off. You're absolutely correct. They have all the essential organs just like we do.
oh, there was gallbladder. Couple kidneys in there. See that? There's the kidneys.
Yep.
His lungs. His lung actually don't look too bad. Look at that beautiful lung. Beautiful lung.
Used to be.
It used to be until Shane shot it.
There's part of the heart.
What is in there? His gut bucket. Pick that up, give it to the dogs.
There's a lot of good things in there. I don't want to rip the fishes. Just like that. And we didn't punch not a single word. Look at them big old tenderloins. Pause it. Alright friends, after a little bit of effort, we got that deer hung up. It took both me and my brother to pick this thing up. She's very, very heavy. And definitely weighs more than I do. Even without her guts. Oh man. Alrighty. So, we've opened up the chest cavity. We got her all gutted out.
Cutting it.
Yep. I got a few more cuts to make. I got to take out the trachea still.
Yeah, I was cutting all the way down the middle of the chest.
Yeah. You cut the whole chest plate open?
Always do.
Huh? Would you like the honors?
No.
No? Alright, well here. Take that. Let me find the
Split it all the way up to the chest plate right up here. All the way to the top part. I split it all the way to there.
Usually I use a saw for this, but
Like I saw.
I didn't bring none of my. This okay. We got a good ugly stick knife. And it's been very durable so far. Look at that cut. I don't think you want to cut with this knife. Alright, look at that. Pretty meat right there. Can't buy that at no store. Good fat on her. Look at that arterial vein. Well, y'all, it's time to start our skinning process. So, that is relatively easy when you know what you're doing.
Got a sharp knife.
And a very sharp knife. And yes, you did see me separate that stretch of meat right there. There's a reason for that.
Slip of hand.
Huh? What?
Slip of fingers.
Somewhere to hold on to. Shit, that wasn't intended. That just shows you how sharp this knife is.
Raven's calling you.
Hey. I'm trying to get as close to the fat line as I can because I might actually do something with this hide. So I'm trying not to damage it as little as possible.
Get out my leg like that. That's what you call fucking my meat up.
Quick cutting. Look at that.
Beautiful.
Tell you what, that little gut hook ain't no joke, is it?
No.
That's from this. Just barely coming down on it. Because a slicing cut really isn't that sharp. I mean, it is, but it ain't.
Put your finger away. Tell me it's not sharp.
Get that blue skin off of there. The cleaner I get the skin, the cleaner, less cleaning I have to do and the less salting I have to do to it. Because all that flesh actually has to come off in order to do anything with the pelt. Which means sun drying it and a lot of other things. I made sure not to harm the brains, so I am going to have brains to tan with, should I decide to do that. Just
remember, that's just holding this on the back, so you better be careful with that tenet.
I won't cut the tenet. I'm very good with this. I've done a bunch of it. See if you do it right.
Slice my hand.
Get it right across like that. Right down, 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 down. Always go with the stroke. You see how the meat makes the lines? Go with the lines. Those lines are your friends. So that you can get her around right there. You'll feel where the tendon starts and where the hairline starts. You just want to follow that little hairline like that. See that tendon right there? Do not cut that tendon right there.
Otherwise you'll have a deer on the ground.
Absolutely. Ring around the deer. Watch out, Ringer. Here comes the knife right there. Deer skin is one of those things that you can make a lot of stuff with. I've made boots
Like a nice hat.
and hats and jackets. So many useful things. And if you get it done just right,
It'll roll off that dang
it'll
meat.
roll right off the meat.
You'll cut it in a couple spots. You'll grab a hold of each side. You should be able to pull. Like that. See that?
Hold on, Robert.
That's how it's supposed to be. Supposed to just pull right off. That's when you know he's cutting it right. This would be a naked deer in about another 15 minutes.
Less. It'll be less. I make all my cuts properly. We'll be done in less than 10 minutes. Because this last step, once I do the legs off,
You just grab and pull.
Grab and pull till I get to the next set of legs, and then I roll it.
That's when we'll flip her upside down and do it the other way.
And do it the other way. Absolutely.
So we cut the front legs open, or we can hang it upside down this way. Fun.
Thank you, Robert, for helping me with my cameraman duties.
Yeah, I'm a shitty cameraman. I watch and I lose track of where the camera's at.
Well,
regardless.
We're trying. It's all a work in progress. Alright. Right like through there. There's a reason I started lower on the other side. And I just cut up high and started up high on this side, because you want the hide to roll in such a way that you can pack it in a backpack if you needed to on the track. For those who are avid outdoorsmen like myself, who do go off grid for several days on end, you need to be able to way to pack out your animal on the go. There. Careful of that tendon right there. Cannot stress that enough. You cut that tendon, your deer will fall. Let's go around like so.
And that's how to get her started.
There. The bullet has been recovered. Look at the damage. Alright, friends, we both had to take a little break to work together, but this is where we are now. I did a real good job. It kept my biggest part of the sweet meat. Here be our head and our cape. I got a little water to wash off. Alright, y'all, so we got her all cleaned up. she's quartered up, ready to go. I got the hide washed off. I got a whole lot of that. Look how pretty she is. She's quartered up and ready for traveling. And now that all the mud's washed off her, she's ready to go. Oh, the satisfaction of doing it yourself. Give it a little bit extra. Make sure it gets all that air out so it don't go bad. Look at them pretty back straps. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Give it another seal. We're also making ground meat as we go. Any pieces that don't look pretty, after I get done grooming them, straight into the grinder they go. And I got my ancient 1900s knife sharpener out too, so I can make sure I got a pristine edge. A little bit of blood to clean up along top. Get a piece of piece of toilet paper. Now I'll get that looking just nice.